Well, hello and how are you? Hey friends, welcome to the Shen Show. I am your host, Shen Briscoe, coming to you from right here in where else but St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, today's Sunday, February the 28th. Got a happy birthday shout outs going out to Deanna, Nash, Turner, and Harry Goshen. Um, I always called her Dana. It's a Deanna. Okay. I always called her Dana, but maybe she just was so polite she never corrected me. Anyway, Deanna and Harry, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. So happy birthday, say. You're 1 more year older today. So happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, Harry, hey, Deanna, hey, I heard it's your birthday today. Oh, that's another trip around the sun that you've made. I hope you're enjoying your happy birthday today because, well, it's your happy birthday day. And many more. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. How about them Shin Show likes and loves and or cares abouts? I got 'em all. I get some folks from all across the little happy face board, except for I don't get the mean looks. I always get the good stuff. All right, Shen Show likes, loves, and cares about. Shen. How about John Briscoe, Tina, Kleeschulte, Ashbrook, Lynn, Brackensick, Stewart, and Martin Kelly, and Jamie O'Driscoll, and Steve Clary, and Whitney Doe, and my favorite Pokey pal, Amanda Sue Little. Alrighty, folks. Alrighty. How about a weather forecast for the St. Charles viewing area? Well, let's say she's about 41 degrees Fahrenheit out there now. And what is she going to do for the rest of the night? Well, looks like it's going to be some passing clouds with lows around 28 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be north to northwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And tomorrow, to start off the brand new month of March, we've got March the 1st. That's usually the first day of the month. Mainly sunny skies with high temperatures around 51 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be north to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then clear skies overnight with low temperatures around 28 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be light and variable northeast at about 5 miles per hour. And then, my friends, how about Tuesday, March the 2nd? Mainly sunny skies with highs near 55 degrees Fahrenheit and winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then mostly clear skies overnight with lows around 36 degrees Fahrenheit and winds southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then how's about Wednesday, March the 3rd? Mainly sunny skies. Highs around 61 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be west to northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then mostly clear skies overnight, with lows around 33 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be north at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then, how's about Thursday, March the 4th? We're getting back into February already again. Boy, that was a quick year. March the 4th, sunny skies, highs around 60 degrees Fahrenheit, with winds light and variable east and northeast at about 6 miles per hour. Partly cloudy early, with increasing clouds overnight. Lows around 35 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then sunshine and a mix of clouds, highs with 56 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds east at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies with low temperatures around 36 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And that, my friends, well, we got one more day. Let's try one more day out of it. The 6th. That'd be March the 6th. Sunshine, along with some cloudy intervals. Highs near 55 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be east to northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And mostly clear skies overnight, with lows around 37 degrees Fahrenheit, and winds are going to be light and variable. So that, my friends, is it for the Shen Show weather forecast for the next 5 days. All right. Well, all righty then. I was going to tell you a little bit about myself. Well, when I grew up, I lived in kind of a rural area, and I lived back in the woods, you see. Well, with the woman and the kids and the dogs and me. And, well, we just kind of lived off the land. We could skin a buck and we could run a trout line. Well, we could do almost anything that you wanted us to do because we knew how to survive. Because, well, I was a country boy. That's right. And a country boy, hey, you can survive. Well, I tell you what. Not where I was going with that, but that's kind of sounded funny as I got into where I was going. That was sounding funny. Now I got a chance to grow up in a little neighborhood that had a patch of woods on all well, I guess pretty much surrounded by woods, except for the fields. There was a couple of farmer fields, but woods around quite a bit. And well, I got that chance to build clubhouses down in the woods and swing on vines and go through garbage piles and all kinds of stuff. It was wonderful life growing up where I grew up. And we had clubhouses that we built over dry creek beds. We built an A-frame clubhouse one time out of tree limbs and uh, woven wheat in through the tree limbs to give it a good thatch patch of a roof, and it was a real cool stuff. A-frame tree houses over creeks, and we built a log cabin at one point in time. It was only a 3-foot tall log cabin, but hey, that's what it was. And well, it was good for what we'd done in there. Nothing really, but I also got to play in barns, which I wasn't supposed to be playing in the barns, but I did play in the barns. And at this one time at barn camp, I well, the story that I told my mom and dad was I was playing in the woods and that I had swung and swinging on a vine and hit my head on a V-shaped limb that we used to use for the perch to swing out of the vine out of the tree with the vine. And then on my way back, I said I hit my head on it. Well, that wasn't quite true. What I had actually done was playing in a barn I wasn't supposed to be playing in. And I was playing kind of hide and go seek, I guess. And I jumped between the top rail and the bottom rail of a um, stall divider. And well, I either jumped too high or didn't duck low enough, one of the two, but I whacked myself in the forehead and busted my head open. It popped open like a ripe melon, and I had a horseshoe scar on my head. You can still see it today. You see that scar there? Uh, we try to cover it up with the hair, but you can still see that U shape up there. Well, anyway, that I was scalped pretty much, and I had 46 stitches inside and 36 outside, whatever. And I was ended up in school with like a goofy bandage on my head, and I didn't look like Swami Wami Ami, but I, kind of looked a little ridiculous. It looked like I had a toothache, only it was where my head was busted open. Anyway, that being said, it was fun times growing up when I was a kid. Of course, whenever I came up out of the woods, I was down there with a couple of friends of mine, Rick and Alan Adams, and well, I had went out hunting earlier in the day, and my mother, she thought that I had shot myself in the head, but I had been back since then and just traded the gun in for I think probably some sandwiches or something. I don't know, but anyway. I didn't shoot myself in the head. I probably should have after it came all out and they they was really concerned the fact that I was playing in a barn that I hit my head. They was mainly concerned because I could have hit a nail or something, and it could have, I could have needed some shots for some lockjaw, but I didn't, and it was just a knot on the board that I hit because it was an old barn, probably built in early 1800s. I mean, it was an old barn. Both sisters, as a matter of fact, the ones that owned it, and the Leverons used it, but it was both sisters' barn. Anywho, that being said, that's one of them long stories that I tried to make short, but I didn't. I didn't make it short at all. Let's see. Oh, that's only 10 minutes into the program. Maybe I can do that song that I was picking to do. Wasn't really a song. It was just song lyrics. A country boy can survive. That's what I was reading a second ago. See, there was a preacher man, and he said it was the end of times, and the Mississippi River, well, she was going dry. Well, in the interest rates is up, and the stock market, well, it's down, and well, you only get mugged if you go downtown. And well, I live back in the woods, you see, my woman and my kids and the dogs and me, and well, I got a shotgun rifle and a four-wheel drive, and well, a country boy can survive. That's right, country folks can survive. Now, I can plow a field, well, all day long, and I can catch catfishes from dusk till dawn in that little pond there by the Borders, not the Borders house. It was Boshert's pond. And of course, the catfish, they were all malnutritioned. So they had these big old heads and little tiny bodies. They looked real goofy, but hey, they just weren't, there was too many fish for that size of a pond or something, or they didn't get to eat enough or whatever. Anyway, I can make my own whiskey and my own smoke too, and well, there ain't too many things this old boy can't do. Well, we grow good old tomatoes and homemade wine, and well, this here country boy, he can survive. Yes, sir, and country folks, they can survive. Go to sleep. Well, because you can starve us out and you can't make us run because, well, with these old boys, we carry an old shotgun. And, well, we say our grace and we say ma'am, and if you ain't into that, we don't give a darn. And we come from the West Virginia coal mines and Rocky Mountains and the western skies. And, well, we can skin a buck and we can run a taut line, and a country boy can survive. Yes, sirree, country folks can survive. Now, when I went to the military, I picked me up a friend, and, well, I had a good friend, and he was from New York City, and he never called me by my name. He just called me Hillbilly. Well, my grandpa, he taught me how to live off the land, and, why, his taught him how to be a businessman. And he used to send me pictures of the Broadway nights, and, well, I'd send him some homemade wine. But he was killed by a man with a switchblade knife, and for $43 from my friend, he lost his life. I'd love to spit some beech nut in that dude's eye because, well, I'd also like to go down and shoot him with my old 45. Because a country boy can survive. Yes, sir, country folks can survive. Because you can't starve us out and you can't make us run. Because with us old boys, we carry our old shotgun. Yep, that's right. We say grace and we say ma'am. And if you ain't into that, we don't give a darn. Well, we're from North California and south of Alabama and the little towns all around those land. That's right. We can skin a buck and we can run a trout line, and, well, country folks can survive. Yes, sir, country folks can survive. Now, do you want to hear it sung? I know you don't want to, Craig, but you're not everybody, and so I'm going to do it anyway. Well, the preacher man says it's the end of time, and the Mississippi River, she's a going dry. Well, the interest is up and the stock market's down, and you only get mugged if you go downtown. Well, I live back in the woods, you see, with my woman and my kids and my dogs and me. I got a shotgun rifle and a four-wheel drive, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. Well, I can plow a field all day long. I can catch catfish from a dusk till dawn. We make our own whiskey and our own smoke too. Ain't too many things these old boys can't do. We grow good old tomatoes and a homemade wine, and country boys can survive. Country folks can survive. Because you can't starve us out and you can't make us run, 'cause with them old boys that has their own shotguns, we say grace and we say ma'am, and if you ain't into that, we don't give a darn. We come from West Virginia and coal. We come from the West Virginia coal mines and the Rocky Mountains and the western skies. We can skin a buck and we can run a trout line, and a country boy can survive. Country folks can survive. They can too. All right, here we go. Looks like it's story time for the chillins. That's right. Hey, it's TV, Grandpa, and we're about to tell you a story. So gather on around the old television set, and we're going to get right off on it, okay? Well, all righty then. How about it? A little bit of story time for the childrens. Bring 'em around. Hey, Oliver. Hey, Willie. Oh, hi, Wee-wo. Hi, Willow. Hi, Willow. And let's see, who else is out there? Chloe and Zoe and who else? I know there's other folks out there, that other little ones. Other little ones I know because I've had them mentioned to me before. I'm glad you guys really like the show. You guys, your kids, you know, it's Tinkerbell. I think I just read Tinkerbell the other day, didn't I? I did. Oh, there's a good one. Maybe. It's about, because I read you a little story about this feller, the diamond and the rough dude, but I didn't even hardly mention his princess, and her name is Jasmine. Jasmine was sad and lonely. She needed a friend. Her father was sad to see his daughter's sadness. Poor Jasmine. I want to make you happy, said her father. So the next day he gave Jasmine a big gift. The biggest gift was under the red bed sheet. Open it, he said. And Jasmine pulled off the red bed sheet, and it was a tiny tiger cub. I will call you Raja, said Jasmine, and she was very happy. Jasmine and Raja did many things together. They sat in the sun, watched butterflies, and played lots of games. Jasmine took good care of Raja, and she used to feed him and brush him every day. Well, she gave him lots of love. Jasmine liked to rub and scratch his furry belly, and Raja liked it too. The princess kept Raja safe from harm, and she loved to play dress up with him. Jasmine made Raja a cozy little bed. At night they fell fast asleep together. As time passed, Raja grew bigger and bigger and bigger. and Raja became a very big and strong tiger. Now Raja keeps Jasmine safe from harm, and Raja is too big to play dress up, and he is too big for his cozy little bed, but he will never be too big for a belly rub and a big hug. That's right. That's the story of how mm, Jasmine got uh, the beautiful uh, Raja. Now here's your story. This is all about this kid named Aladdin. Once upon a time, a boy named Aladdin lived far, far away in the East. He lived with his mother and supported her by selling fruits in the market. One day, the palace magician came to the market looking for him. "Come with me, Aladdin. I have something to show you," he said, and he went with him. The magician led him deep into the desert, and they reached the mouth of an immense cave, blocked by a massive rock. The magician stopped and began to say a spell. "Salsala, salsala, paprika, albra," the magician said, and by which the massive rock removed automatically. Aladdin was shocked. "Go in the cave and bring me a golden lamp you will find in there." "What? Wait a minute. That ain't right. Get back. "That you will find in there. Touch nothing but the lamp," the magician said, and he was frightened because the passage into the cave was dark. The magician saw his hesitation and handed him a ring with a big gemstone. "Take this ring. It will protect you if anything goes wrong," the magician said, and he went inside the cave. The cave overflowed with glittering gems and gold coins. Beneath a tree, laden with treasures, stood an old lamp. This must be it, but why would he want something so old and worthless? "I should take one for my mother as well," he wondered. "I should take one for my mother as well," he wondered. And then the moment Aladdin snatched the treasure, the whole cave began to shake with a thunderous booming sound, and he took the magic lamp and he ran towards the mouth of the cave. He asked the magician for help, but he just wanted the lamp, and he told Aladdin to throw it in the way of the entry, and the exit was now closed, and he was left all alone in the dark, terrified. "It's so dark," and cold in here. "I want to go home to my mother," he cried. He rubbed the gemstone on the ring and that the magician had given him, and suddenly it began to glow until light filled the whole cave. The bright light was gone away and carried him home, suddenly stunned, as he looked at the ring and saw that the gemstone had vanished. Aladdin told his mother all about his adventure in the cave and about the magician and his ring. "Mom, take a look at the magical lamp," he said. His mom rubbed it, and suddenly something incredible had happened. A genie appeared and asked him for a wish. He was frightened, but was excited that the genie could grant him a wish. He commanded him to get some delicious food as same as the palace. Within moments, a table loaded with tasty dishes appeared before him. The genie's magic made Aladdin very wealthy, and one day he came to the Sultan with a magnificent gifts and treasures. "Your Majesty," I have come to ask for your daughter's hand in marriage, he said, and the Sultan was very pleased, but the princess was unimpressed by his treasures. He was disappointed and did not want to give up on the beautiful princess. He asked the genie to help him, and then the genie created a magic carpet. The magic carpet was watching him from across the room and realized that he had the magic lamp. Turning to the Sultan, and he told him to order Aladdin to raise a new palace, as he took the princess on the ride through the skies on his magic carpet. And they had a wonderful time. Touched by his kindness and the beauty that he showed her, the princess decided to open her heart to him. As soon as he returned from his magic carpet ride with the princess, the Sultan ordered him to build a palace. Aladdin rubbed the magic lamp and asked the genie if he could build a palace for him. The genie agreed, and in some minutes he made a beautiful palace for his master. Aladdin was now able to marry the princess. However, the magician was still unhappy. He felt that the magic lamp should have been his, and that Aladdin had stolen it from him. Well, one day the magician came to visit Aladdin's palace, where Aladdin himself was out hunting. He disguised himself as a merchant and wound a turban around his head. And I buy old lamps. I can exchange an old lamp with a new one, the magician said, and the princess exchanged the magic lamp with the new one, and the magician's evil plan worked perfectly. Now that he had the lamp, he wanted to use it to take the princess and Aladdin's palace from him. Well, he commanded the genie to take Aladdin's palace and move it to a far-off desert, along with the princess. And when Aladdin returned home, he was shocked to see that everything had vanished. His mother had just come back from the market and was too confused and amazed. Aladdin searched far and wide for the princess, and finally he heard that the magician was now living in the desert in his palace with the princess. The princess hugged Aladdin when she saw him and told him everything. Aladdin and the princess secretly slipped a sleeping pill into the magician's wine. As soon as the magician drifted off to sleep, Aladdin snatched the lamp from his belt and rubbed it. He ordered the genie to move the palace back to where it was and leave the magician alone in the desert. One day Aladdin brought the lamp to the seashore and rubbed it, and the genie asked Aladdin about his wish. And Aladdin said, "You have granted so many of my wishes. I want to repay you by letting you free. Of all my many masters, no one has ever wished something for me. You are so kind." And the genie cried. The genie got free, and Aladdin tossed the empty lamp into the sea and lived out his days in happiness and love, without envy or greed. Finally, there was a happy ending to the story of Aladdin and his magic lamp. There you have it, my friends, my little one. Oh, my little ones, that's it for tonight for your story. I hope you enjoyed your grandpa today. And anyway, love you, and we will see you tomorrow with another story. All right, my friends, it looks like it's now time for the OBD, our daily bread, ODB, our daily bread portion of the program. And today's daily bread portion of the program is going to be brought to you by The Bible with Briscoe 2021. Yes, sir, The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. today's reading in the Bible with Briscoe 2021 is going to be, let's see here, what is it going to be? Numbers 20 through 22 and Mark 7, 1 through 13. So don't forget to tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2021 for your daily reading of the Bible. Okay, let's see. Today's devotion is called New Every Morning. That's right. I am a new person every morning. If I get up properly, I am a new person each and every morning. For I ask God to cleanse me and leave me blameless and be pure and to work in His favor and for Him each and every day of my life. So, that being said, we're going to be reading Lamentations 3:19 through 26. And so here we go. I remember my affliction and my wandering, the bitterness and the gall. I well remember them, and my soul is downcast within me. Yet this I call to mind, and therefore I have hope. Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for His compassion never fails. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. I say to myself, the Lord is my portion, therefore I will wait for Him. The Lord is good to those who hope in Him, to those who seek Him, and is good to wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. And there you have it, Lamentations 3:19 through 26. Because if you wait on the Lord each and every day, He will bless you and favor you. Okay, that's it for the Daily Bread portion of the program, which was brought to you today by the Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. So don't forget to tune in to the Bible with Briscoe 2021 for your daily reading of the Bible. All right, my friends, hey, that looks like it's about it for me and the Shen Show. Got one more song for you, and that would go, oh, well, goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I said goodbye, my friends, it's time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends, goodbye. This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello, and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show, and as always, you know, God loves you, and so do I, so come back and see us tomorrow, because, well, hey, we'll be here, and I hope that you are too.